college is the start of your professional life. Start an early success on by knowing how to appropriately email your professor. 4, I'll give you tips on how to format your email. Let us first start with your email address. Email addresses such as mybaby@gmail.com or iamsuperhuman@gmail.com might not be a proper email address to use in emailing your professor. It might be best if you are going to make a new email address with your first name and last name on it. Alright, let's go now to the email format. The worst approach is to leave your subject line blank. You should always put a subject line clear and concise. You might have only 4, 5, or 6 professors in a semester, but your professors might have hundreds of students in a semester. And to that, there might be a lot of students emailing them. Without a subject line, it might not catch your professor's attention or it might not be open. It would really be helpful to put a subject line that would catch the attention of your professor. At the same time, it would be good also if you will be specific. Next is you have to address people properly. Most of your college professors are already doctorate degree. You may call them doctor and their last name. Never call them on their first name. If you are not sure if they already have a doctorate degree, then to be safe, you can call them professor. Never call them on their first name. Not unless you two already build up friendship and your professor reiterate that you can call him or her on their first name. Of course, you have to set the tone with a pleasant greetings. You may say good morning, you may say good afternoon. After that, you should directly indicate now the reason why you are emailing your professor. If you are asking your professor, please try all means first to answer your question. You might be able to find answers already without asking your professor, in which both of you will save time. You saving time emailing him or her, and your professor saving time opening and reading your email. I received a lot of emails already regarding a question that is already covered in the syllabus. Please, if you have questions, read again your syllabus. The answer to your question might be there. If you are emailing your professor to set a meeting, please always include your availability. If you are going to attach documents, please rename that document first. I had a student before, he sent me an attachment of his thesis. The name of the document was Final Thesis. After 2 weeks of revision, he sent me again a version of his thesis. He named it as Final Thesis Final. After another week of revision, he sent an email again. Now the document is named Final Thesis Super Final. What I usually do is I always put a date on the name of my document so that I will know what is the latest version of that document. It would be appropriate too if you will include the program version of your attachment. For example, attachment, River Modeling Proposal. This document is in Microsoft Word 2020. But to ensure compatibility, it is better to send a document in portable document format or PDF. And then you should own now your email. Of course, you have to put your name in the end of the email. But before clicking that send button, you have to proofread your email. Question yourself, is everything spelled correctly? Is my grammar correct? Is my tone okay? And of course, do not forget the please and thank you in your email. The best way to end your email is to say thank you. Please also remember that emails are forever. Once you send that email, you can never take it back, in which a clear tone is very important because emails sometimes can easily sound offensive. That is why it's really important for you to review again your email if it sounds okay. Of course, patience is a virtue. We all like instant replies, and sometimes replies takes time, in which if you expect a timely reply, it would really be helpful if you will also check your email regularly and respond as soon as you can. Let me give you an example of an email. So as you can see, the subject line is very clear and concise. You can also read that the person is properly addressed. You can also see in the email that the tone is set with a pleasant greeting. After the greeting, the person directly introduces herself, and then she indicated directly the purpose of her email. So the email is about an advising meeting. If you are emailing your professor to set an appointment, always include your availability so that it will not take another email for your professor to figure it out his availability or your availability. It can be observed too that the person ended the email with a thank you. And of course, the signature, putting her full name and possibly putting other contact information. I guess you are ready now to send that email. Alright, thank you for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. You might like to give me some virtual love by sharing this video. I'll see you on my next video.